Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Brenda, Storm Chaser Mark. Good morning. It is Monday, November 4th, 2024. We are live in Austin, Texas this morning. We have a massive fire burning out in Bastrop we're going to talk about, and I think we should get it going. We are less than 24 hours out from the election, and I think it is time to get things going. Good morning. All right. The stream title on X says Halloween Shenanigans. Why is it not updating my X stream? Interesting. Why is it not updating my X stream, guys? It's not updating my X stream. What the heck? Alright. That's interesting. Let me see if I can edit this. Let's see if we can do this. Let me see if I can edit it real quick. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize that it screwed up my X stream. Alright. Alright. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but we'll go with that. I don't know why it has done this. I don't know why it's not right. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I don't know why it's not updating it, to be quite honest. Let me see. It shows... No, it is not updated, is it? Let me see here if I can update it on the fly. I don't know if I can update it on the fly, but we're going to try. Alright, now it's updated. I don't know why it's not updating. That's interesting. Alright, well, you know what? Is what it is what it is. Okay. Alright, well, you know what? Let's just keep going. I got it updated now. Hopefully it'll update everything. Good morning, Zero. Good morning. Yeah, I don't know why it's not updated over there. That's interesting. Alright, well, let's get rolling. Alright, hang on, we are going to turn on I'm going to pipe in the Bastrop County fire radios for you guys. If that's too loud, let me know. I will change it. Alright, got to get my headphones off. Hopefully you guys can still hear me okay. Alright, good morning. So, I was talking to the Forestry Service this morning, getting some extra information on what's happened out in Bastrop, or the Hudson fire, whatever you want to call it. Most people don't know what Hudson is, so I'm just going to keep calling it the Bastrop fire. They have a containment line cut all the way around the fire, right? And it is at 15% contained right now, which means it's not... So let me just read you what they said. 15% containment. It says containment is expressed as a percentage, is a measure of line that has been physically constructed around the fire, as well as the confidence that the line will hold. The fire will not cross that section when tested by elevated fire weather conditions. While we have dozer line around the fire, crews continue to improve and widen that line. So they're only 15% certain that it's not going to jump, which means it's not contained yet. It's not anywhere close to being contained yet. So, and we have very high winds, but very high humidity, and there's some rain in the forecast for today. So,
code 20, code 4.
I think things are going to be okay. Hopefully, they will be okay out there. Hopefully, they will be okay out there. All right. Good morning, Killer Carla. Good morning, Texas Cutie. Good morning, everybody. All right. Let me see if we've got any radio traffic. Hang on. Radio traffic for Bastrop. For some reason, I don't have radio traffic coming in. Why do we not have radio traffic coming in?
And with Humana's Medicare Advantage PPO,
all right, hang on. That's not. That is an ad.
Who accepts Medicare, including specialists.
Hang on. Let me just mute that ad real quick, because I don't want to get demonetized for playing somebody's ad. Hang on, guys. One sec. You would think I'd figure this out before I started, eh? Interesting. Well, I'm not able to pipe in the
Fire dispatch, NBC Station 1, NBC Station 1 for crash, eastbound US 298 Elgin Woods Lane, eastbound US 298 Elgin Woods Lane, 2 vehicles in the median, unknown injuries, respond to 5 tech 607, timeout 9:15.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm not able to pipe in.
Crash, eastbound US 298 Elgin Woods Lane, 2 vehicles. Advise both vehicles surge into the median, unknown injury.
Hang on, y'all. Sorry, I should have gotten all this done beforehand. One sec. Should have gotten all this done beforehand, but yet here we are. Okay. Okay.
Floor between building 1 and 2. Can you repeat that code?
All right, we're back. All right. Brenda Childers. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at things on my phone right now. I can control my OBS from my phone. Anyway. They had a large air tanker fly in Abilene last night on standby. I saw that. Yeah, I saw a post about that this morning. Yeah, the fire's big. Here's what's crazy is that fire is burning in the exact same area that the fire from 2011 burned. It's actually in the scar, so to speak, or that's what the Forestry Service is calling it. It's the scar. And so, yeah, it's burning right in the scar, right in the path of the last fire. So, anyway, we're live here in Austin. Good morning, everybody. Sorry, I'm going to be getting things going now since how I didn't get everything going earlier. My bad. My apologies. Guys, we are less than 24 hours out from the election. We are less than 24 hours out from the election. Holy moly. I can't be the only one that feels a little bit of nerves, a little bit of funniness in my tummy, a little funny in my tummy. Are you guys feeling any of that yet? Come on, please tell me I'm not the only one feeling it. Let's see. Well, maybe I am the only one feeling it then.
Hey, 17 young cancel. Traffic's moving pretty fast.
Yes, Mark, and I am going to be all over them if they happen.
It is for the truck injury.
All right, Miss Butterfly's feeling it. All right. I forget I'm on a delay, so I've got to.
For ladder 17.
That spot burns every so often down there. All the pines grow. Yep, they do. Anyway, I am nervous. I am very nervous because I know, if anybody is paying attention to what's happening in this country right now, you will be nervous as well, because we're a powder keg. Right now, we're a powder keg. And we're waiting to blow at the moment. And it worries me. It worries me quite a bit, because you're right, Butterfly, I don't either. And that's one of the big problems is, if you can't trust our institutions, what can you trust? As an American, we should be able to have complete trust in our institutions. And I don't trust the justice system. I don't trust our election system. I think there's a two-tiered system in this country. There's one for the Democrats, and then there's one for everybody else. When the president himself calls us garbage, that's a big problem.
Stand down and disengage. Patient has expressed not wanting to fly, and her stroke scale is negative for any signs of stroke. We're going to go via Medic 101.
Is the fire radio too loud in your ears? Or is that, do I need to bring the levels down any at all? If I need to bring the levels down, just let me know and I will do that.
You can cancel.
I can't trust anybody. Look at Houston teaching cert scandal. It's out of hand. Yeah, greed. It's about power. It's, the power grabs. Right now, the deep state in this country will do anything for power. That's why I'm worried. Donald Trump, I've got a feeling Donald Trump will win by a landslide tonight. But the Democrats are not going to stop there. They're going to contest it. They are going to make it so hard for him to take office. We may not even have a president by the time inauguration comes around in January. Volume is fine. Good. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure it's not interfering with each other. I just want to make sure you guys can hear both. And right now I don't have my headphones on, so I'm not monitoring. Yeah, so, we're going to be out here. If things start happening, we're going to be here on the street. Now, I'm not expecting anything to happen tomorrow night on the street, but it's going to be the coming days. It's going to be the days after tomorrow that I am worried about. I'm worried about things happening out here in the coming days. It's going to be scary. When Trump wins tomorrow night, and I think he will, it's going to be scary on the street. Look, we all know that it takes little to nothing to get these people out onto the street to start causing trouble. And it could happen. It could happen here in Austin really easily. That's why they say never trust anyone or anything, even your own teeth. Bite your tongue every now and then. Especially Cade. My little boy will get to eating so fast he'll end up biting himself on occasion. The Marines are to keep him safe. I hope so. I kept seeing all this poly-market stuff, so I started looking at the bets. Found one I was going to drop money on, registered, then had to confirm I wasn't a U.S. citizen. That's crazy. Yeah, the poly-market stuff, guys, people look at that, and I guess it's a good indicator of what people think is going to happen, but the poly-market stuff is not a poll. You can't put weight into that as far as, who's actually going to win. It may be an indicator of, where public sentiment is about the election, but it is in no way official. And everybody keeps saying, well, look at the bellwether states. Okay, well, look at the bellwether states in 2020. The bellwether states went to Donald Trump as well. So, all of our normal indicators are just not there anymore. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. But I can tell you, I'm worried. I'm nervous as shit about what's going to happen. I think Trump's going to win a lot of blue states tomorrow. I really do. I really think he's going to win a lot of blue states. I don't believe the polls either, Mark. I don't believe the polls. There is one guy that I follow that I trust the polls. Hang on, let me tell you who it is. I forget his name right off the top of my head, but he's always at the top of my list. He is Rich Barris, the People's Pundit. I'm sure most of you guys probably follow him. It is at Peoples_Pundit. He is usually pretty on top of things, and I trust his polling. And I read his Twitter. He's very active. Very active. The other guy that I listen to a lot, that maybe I shouldn't, but is Scott Adams. Do you guys know who Scott Adams is? Do you guys know who Scott Adams is? He's the guy that wrote the Dilbert cartoon. He draws it. He's the author and the illustrator for Dilbert. The guy is he's a very interesting guy, but I think he's very smart, and I think that he has a pretty good he has his finger on the pulse as well. I don't see anything boarded up, no, but I don't think anybody's that prepared for it either. I don't think anybody... Look, we all know that right now the fuse is lit, y'all. The fuse is lit, and we are a powder keg at the moment, I think. All the ingredients are in place for a disaster in this country. You know, the animosity, the anger has been building up for a very long time. Especially in the last 4 years, it's been building up. And I'm going to tell you right now, with everything, with all the indicators, with all of the, you know, everybody thinks that Trump has it. If it comes down and some more shenanigans happen this time like they did last time, like, you know, Trump's winning at 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow night, and then all of a sudden at 2 in the morning there's a big shift in numbers, this country's going to blow. This country's going to blow. And I think that is true. I really do. But here's one thing to remember. If something does happen and things look like it did back in 2020 again, don't take to the street. Don't be calling for violence online. Don't do any of that stuff. Just remember, this is America, and we'll always endure. It's going to be, you know, we're going to be fine in this country, I think. No matter what, we're going to be fine. And that's the only thing that I hang on to, is I trust in our way of life. I know my wife, my kids, we are out in the middle of nowhere. So if shit does hit the fan, we're not going to be anywhere near it. And that makes me feel better. But at the same time, you know, all of you guys are, you know, most of you guys are in the city. And I'll tell you, if stuff really does happen and it gets really bad, I'll be bringing all of you guys out to the middle of nowhere with me. We'll go start a commune in the middle of nowhere. How do you like that? We can start our own little dash commune, a little dash community in the middle of nowhere. All right, I'm just kidding about that, by the way. Kind of kidding. I mean, I would probably do that, but... So, anyway. Yeah, man. So, the fire. They did some evacuations last night. Apparently there is a lot of animals that are displaced right now. A lot of animals have been hurt. They've evacuated a lot of animals. I'm trying to get away from the election, the serious talk. I don't want to focus on that this morning. I would like to focus on stuff that really matters. I mean, not that the election doesn't really matter, but, I mean, it's just sad to focus on all of that bullshit right now. They sent B-52s to the Middle East. Jeez. I don't even want... I mean, war is not something... I mean, we are... we're close to war as it is, and it's scary to think about that. My nephew is a Marine, and I don't even want to think about war right now. I can't live in town. I don't want to live in town. I used to want to live in town. I used to try to get my wife to move into town, but I am so glad that we did not ever do that, because I'm just glad that we never did that. Let me just put it that way. So there was something I wanted to talk about. Let me pull up my notes. I was doing some show prep last night. Yeah, fire. I mean, it's important, but you know, it's important. It really is. What was I gonna? It looks like, from what I hear, the shooting that happened up on Breaker Lane, where the security guard shot the suspect. I think that security guard is gonna be okay. It doesn't look like he is gonna be facing any charges at the moment. It was obviously a situation where somebody's life was in danger, and the security guard did what he had to do. So it looks like that the security guard is gonna be okay. We want to move out. I hear you on that one. I love coming out. This morning I was up at 4 a.m. I'm normally up around